Namaste and welcome to Wisdom with Grace Yoga. My name is Sophie, and on this channel I am the manifesting yogini. Today on this practice, I have a yoga flow for you today. We'll be working full body, creative flow, and it will be themed around setting our personal intentions for the year ahead. So it is 2025, soon to be 2026, and I thought maybe I'd offer you a practice to set you up for a positive year ahead for 2026. And so this is about setting your personal intentions. And yogic philosophy, intention is known as a sankalpa, and it's not just a goal or a resolution, but a heartfelt desire. So anything that you want to bring forth into your new year. I personally love ending the year with some traditional rituals, whatever they may be, any sort of manifestation practice you have. Prayer is a manifestation practice, vision boarding, or just picking a word for the year. One thing that I like to do that I thought I'd share with you today before we begin practice is I fill a box up with, I write down everything that I want to manifest for the year, and then I fill this little box up with all the slips of paper of all the things I can think of. You know, some of them are meaningful to me, and some of them are just like silly little things that I want to manifest. Anything that comes into my mind. And at the end of the year, I go through the box and I see what came to be. And if something manifested, I take it out. If something didn't manifest, then I decide if I still want it. And if I do, then I put it back in for the next year ahead. So I think it's a lot of fun. And anything that a manifestation practice should make you feel good and hopeful and be a fun activity. So if you'd like to do that first or after practice, there's an invitation there for that. So we'll start practice seated on your heels. If seated on your heels is too uncomfortable, I am sitting on a couple of blocks. You can do that, or sit any way you'd like to. We'll start with palms on our thighs, palms open to give us a sense of receiving. And taking a breath in and out, and chanting 3 ohms. Continuing to breathe normally in and out through the nose, checking in with the body, checking in with the breath. Returning the mind to the present. And we'll start practice today lying on your belly for Salamba Bhujangasana, or Sphinx pose. Bringing the elbows right underneath the shoulders. So just take a check here, make sure your shoulders are lined up right over the elbows. You can walk your hips a little bit back this is too tight in your low back, then you can always walk your elbows a little farther forward. And gently dragging the hands back towards the feet, pressing the chest forward. Keep the head lifted here. Relax your glutes. And gently press down with the elbows and maybe find a little bit more lift. Walking the right hand in, bend through the left foot. From here, reaching the left hand behind you, maybe grabbing onto the inside of the left foot. If you find yourself here, start to press the heel towards the glute. Maybe you can draw the elbow towards the ceiling and fingertips towards you on the top of the foot. If you want more here, you can stretch that right hand out forward and lift up a little bit higher, but that's only if that's in your body today. No forcing here. Forcing breaks more than it helps. Breaks more than it fixes. And releasing the left foot down. We'll do that on the other side. Walking the left hand in towards the right elbow and bending through the right knee. From here, you can stay right here. This is enough for you. Or reach right around. Find the top of the right foot with the hand. Maybe bend the elbow towards the ceiling. And any variation here you'd like. And release the foot down. Pressing up and back. Move it to a child's pose. Bring the toes together. And sit the hips back towards the heels. Reach the fingertips forward, forehead to the mat. And for your intention today, I'm offering to preface your intention with the sentence, "This year I am becoming." Once you have that intention, lift the torso up slightly, walk the hands over to the right, and press the left hip back towards the heel. You can stack the left hand right on top of the right, finding a little bit more opener through the shoulder. And breathe. Inhale, returning back to center. Walk your hands over to the left-hand side. And I forgot to mention in the intro, please play any of your favorite music during this practice so you don't have to listen to my breathing. Walking your hands forward. Reach your hands a little farther forward. Press through all 10 knuckles of the hands, spreading the fingers nice and wide, gently gripping the mat with the fingertips, and roll on forward. Tuck your toes under, unfold into your first down dog. From your down dog, bring the toes about fist distance apart, lifting the heels up off the floor. Drop both heels to one side. And lifting the heels back to center and over to the other side. Coming back through to center, release the knees to the floor, moving through some cat-cow, strong straight arms. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, round through the spine. Tuck the tailbone under, chin tucks under. Moving in unison with breath. And coming to a neutral spine. Gently drag the hands and knees in towards each other. Start to feel the abdomen engage. Extend the left leg back behind you, lifting it about hip height, reaching the right fingers forward, palm facing in. Take a breath. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. This time when you lengthen and straighten through the back leg, reach the right fingertips long, ground, press the floor away with the hand and the knee, and then bend through the left leg. As you do so, maybe you can reach around and find the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Maybe you can kick that foot into the hand. And slowly extend the foot, extend the arm. Release the left leg down. Reach the right hand up towards the ceiling, twisting open to the right. Release the right hand. And we'll do the other side. Place the left knee down to meet the right. Extend the right leg, lifting it about hip height. Reach the left hand forward. Imagine dragging the grounded hand and knee towards each other. Help with balance here. Take a breath. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Ujjayi breath, if that's in your practice. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold and bend through the back knee. Maybe reach around, find the pinky toe edge of the foot, and kick the foot into the hand. Release the foot, release the bind, reaching the left hand forward, the right hand back behind you, and releasing the toes down, reaching the left hand up towards the ceiling, twisting to the left. Releasing left hand down to meet the right. Right knee comes down to meet the left. Unfold into one more down dog. And small steps forward to the front of the mat. Hanging out in a ragdoll. Soft but bend through the knees. Letting the torso drape over the thighs. Press through the feet, soft knees, slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. The head and the neck and the shoulders are last to arrive. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling, perhaps gazing towards the thumbs. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Hands to shins or to thighs or to the sides of your feet, elongating through the spine, lengthen through the crown of the head. Breath in and exhale. Place the hands to either side of the front foot. Step the left foot back, big step back into a low lunge. The right knee is directly over the ankle and the left heel is high over the ball of the foot. Sweep the right fingertips behind you. Inhale, rising up to a crescent lunge. Keep a nice soft bend through the front knee and arms overhead, lengthening the ears away from the shoulders. Find a lift through the back of the rib cage. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands back behind you, leaning over the front leg, and hold here, gently squeezing the shoulder blades down the back, palms facing forward. Are you able to bend a little deeper through the front knee, sinking your hips a little lower, lifting a little higher through the back heel, gentle lift of back inner thigh. Inhale. Exhale, circle sweep the hands, come into a 5-pointed star. Legs are wide on the mat, all 10 toes facing forward, outer edges of the feet are parallel. Interlace the hands behind you, bend the elbows, and squeeze the elbows in towards each other and straighten the fists down. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Maybe the hands can come off the low back. They don't in my body, but maybe they do in yours. Try to keep the palms together though, so we're not overstretching through the wrist. Release the bind, release the hands down, and walk yourself over to the left foot, stepping the left foot back to meet the right. So now we're on the other side of the mat in our plank. The hips are in line with the shoulders as much as possible. If you feel a lot in the low back, they might be dipping down too low. If you're feeling this a lot in your shoulders, you might be lifting the hips too high. Shifting forward onto the toes. Option to drop the knees, elbows towards the back of the mat as you slowly lower down. Keep the head lifted, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and lower all the way to the earth, tops of the feet to the mat. Hands right by your rib cage. Drag the hands towards the feet, and inhale, rise on up to a Bhujangasana, low cobra pose. Your hands should be able to lift right up off the floor. Keep pressing gently through the tops of the feet. And hold here for a moment. Exhale, pressing up and back, either onto hands and knees or right back to your plank. Exhale, press the hips up and back into a down dog. Bring the toes to touch. Inhale, reach the right foot just about hip height into a 3-legged dog. From here, point the right toes and stack the right hip. Keep the right leg straight for now. Bend through the right knee. Squeeze the heel towards the glute and lift the right knee a little bit higher. Release the right foot to meet the left. We'll do that on the other side, lifting the left foot hip height. Press the right heel, keep the right heel towards the floor. Point through the left foot and stack the left hip. Stack the hips, opening up through the left hip. From here now, bend through the knee, lift the left knee nice and high. And release the left toes to meet the right. Big step forward, small steps. You can hop or jump to the front, the new front of the mat, into your forward fold. Inhale with a flat back, rising all the way up to standing. When you arrive, perhaps a little gentle arch back. Hands through to heart center. By your side, Tadasana mountain pose. Take a breath here, check in. Lift and spread your toes, feeling the arches of the feet lift. And release them back down to the earth. Lift the shoulders up to the ears and draw the shoulder blades down. Notice if there's any places you're gripping onto, you don't need to. Inhale, circle sweep the arms. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, big step back with the right foot. Find that low lunge once again on the left side, left foot forward. Reach fingertips back behind you. Inhale, rising on up to your crescent lunge. Exhale, sweep the arms back behind you, palms facing forward. And circle the arms. Come right back through to a 5-pointed star and into a goddess. So heels are in, toes are out. Sit down into a goddess squat. And we're going to practice lion's breath today. So breathing in, this is a little funny breath. But you're at home, hopefully no one's watching you. So take a breath through your nose, and as you exhale, we're going to stick the tongue out really wide and roll our eyes back so we're looking straight up. Inhale through the nose. And you might find as you do this, you want to squat a little lower. So inhale. And you'll notice I'm making a bit of a hissing sound. That's just the Ujjayi breath, a little constriction on the back of the throat. So taking a breath in. It makes this ah sound. A couple more times. From goddess, straighten through the legs, turn the toes forward, forward fold into your wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita. I don't really care what your hands are doing here. You can bring the elbows to the floor if you want. And walking yourself over to the right foot, step back into a plank. Lowering down halfway or all the way. Inhale, arching up cobra or up dog as I'm demonstrating here. Tops of the feet to the floor and the thighs are lifted up, low belly in. Exhale, rolling over the toes, pressing back into a down dog. From your down dog, turn the left toes just slightly out. And then maybe the left heel can come to the floor. Right foot lifts into that 3 and stacking the hips as much as you can. Bending through the right knee. And perhaps from here you can lift and play with your balance, lifting the left hand up off the floor, finding the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Ooh, it's a little tricky, and it's supposed to be. But remember to breathe, and from here, come back into a down dog. And then turning the right heel in, lifting the left knee. Maybe you can bend, maybe you might find you have better balance on one side. You'll notice I do. And releasing the left foot to meet the right. Hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. If you jump, please be quiet about it. I can hear you from here. Press through the feet. Inhale, rising up with a flat back. Hands overhead. Maybe a gentle arch back. Exhale, hands to heart center. And by your side, Tadasana mountain pose. From here, heel toe the feet out. So the heels are in and the toes are out. Swing the hips back and through to a Malasana squat. Release the hands back behind you. And moving into Ardha Navasana boat pose. Start with just the feet lifted, grabbing behind the hamstrings, pressing through the balls of the feet, spreading the toes nice and wide. And you can stay right here or straighten through the legs, or perhaps reaching the fingertips forward. Maybe you can start to drop the legs down a little bit, maybe a couple more inches. Couple more inches as you shake, and lower all the way down to the earth. Find a nice full body stretch. Hopefully you don't have a couch at your feet like I do. And from here, placing both soles of the feet to the mat, we'll move into a bridge. So walking the shoulder blades down, maybe walk the hips a little closer to the heels, feeling the upper arms root down into the earth. Inhale, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Lift the heels up off the floor and lower the hips back down to the earth. Draw the knees into the chest. And just rock side to side. Placing both feet down to the earth. From here, we're going to sneak the left foot underneath the bridge of the right knee and just drop the left knee down. You might notice your IT band here. And if it's available to you, find the foot with your right hand. So now we have that bind. And from here, draw the right knee into the chest. And there's a couple options from here. You can either keep the knee bent for this or begin to straighten through the right leg. If the leg is straightened, maybe you find the toe if you're very flexible, or you might just find the calf of the leg. You can also have the knee bent, and we'll draw the leg over to the left for a pretty deep twist. The gaze may be to the right. So with a bent knee, it looks something like this. And drawing the knee back to center. Drawing both knees into the chest and just rock side to side once again. Placing both soles of the feet to the mat, and we'll sneak that right foot underneath the bridge of the left knee. Let that right knee just flop down. Maybe you can find the foot with the left hand. From here, drawing the knee into the chest. Maybe straighten through that left leg, finding your variation. And twisting to the right. I think this side, it's normal for one side to be a little tighter, a little different than the other. Our bodies aren't perfectly symmetrical. Drawing the knee back to center, bring both knees into the chest. Once again, for a happy baby, bring the knees nice and wide, flex through the feet, and reach between the legs. And find the outer edges of the feet, the peace fingers around the big toes if that's too hard. Or you can just grab for the ankles, hamstrings. And release the feet if you have the bind. Draw the knees in the chest into the chest one more time. Squeeze your toes, squeeze your hands into fists, squeeze your face. Maybe lift up into a little bit of a sit-up. And squeeze everything you got. Take a sip of air in. Take another sip of air in. And exhale, release everything down to the mat. Extend the legs long. And this is where I will leave you today. Allowing your body to rest. Giving some time for stillness is how we align our internal selves. And when our internal selves are in alignment, the external aligns with us. So give yourself 10 to 15 minutes here for meditation. If you would like a guided Shavasana, I have a meditation playlist in the description below with a guided Shavasana. Otherwise, I will leave you here. Turn the TV off. Find something mellow in the background, and I hope you have a happy new year. Thank you so much for joining me today and practicing with me today, and namaste.